Welcome back to Kahani Bar. This is Payal, back with part 2 of the story The Devil by Leo Tolstoy, where Eugene's struggle with temptation takes a darker, irreversible turn. So here we go. Thereafter, his life became a torture. He loved his wife, but passion for Stefanida dragged him as by invisible chains. He could neither see her nor live without seeing her. He despised himself and foresaw inevitable ruin, yet he could not escape it. Autumn came. Eugene tried to distract himself with shooting, with estate work, with reading, but nothing helped. He felt a gnawing unrest, as though some invisible power was driving him to destruction. One day, his wife told him that she was expecting a child. Her face glowed with happiness, and Eugene, deeply moved, felt as if a burden had been lifted from his heart. He loved his wife more tenderly than ever, and for several months he did not see Stefanida. When the child, a boy, was born, Eugene was beside himself with joy. He kissed his wife's hands, thanked her, and wept. He thought, "Now my life is beginning anew. The past is buried forever." But a few weeks later, when Lisa was recovering, he went out one evening to look at some repairs near the threshing floor. It was dusk. The air was warm still and fragrant with hay. As he turned the corner of a stack, he suddenly came face to face with Stefanida. She stood motionless, looking at him with her dark, quiet eyes. He felt his blood rush to his head. His hands trembled. Without a word, he seized her by the arm and drew her behind the stacks. From that moment, the chain that bound him tightened anew. After that meeting, he could no longer resist temptation. The memory of her haunted him day and night. He feared her, hated her, and yet sought her. She seemed to him not a woman, but some evil spirit sent to ruin him. Winter came and life grew quieter on the estate. The peasants were busy with their household work. There were no field labors to supervise. Eugene spent his evenings reading aloud to his wife or talking with her about their little boy. Sometimes he almost forgot his torment. But sometimes, when a sudden remembrance came over him, he would rise from his chair, pace the room, and find some excuse to go out into the cold night air, as if to escape the invisible power that pursued him. He tried not to see Stefanida, but she was always somewhere near, at the well, by the barn, in the field path, as if the very air he breathed were filled with her presence. He grew gloomy, irritable, and suspicious. He thought his wife watched him. He fancied the peasants whispered about him. He was afraid of everyone and of himself. One day, in early evening, Eugene was walking through the orchard with a gun on his shoulder. The snow had nearly melted. The first rivulets were running, and the air was full of smell of wet earth. He was restless and miserable. He had not slept the night before, haunted by thoughts of Stefanida. As he passed the barnyard, he suddenly saw her coming toward him with a bundle of straw on her back. Their eyes met. She smiled slightly, and he felt his heart leap as though something had snapped within him. He turned pale, and his fingers tightened around the gun. A dark wave rose in his brain, and he no longer knew what he was doing. He raised the gun and fired. Stefanida fell without a sound, the bundle of straw scattering over the melting snow. The smoke drifted up into clear spring air. For a moment, Eugene stood motionless, staring at what he had done. Then, as though waking from a dream, he dropped the gun and ran home. His wife was sitting by the window, embroidering. When she saw his white face and trembling hands, she started up in alarm. "What is it? Are you ill?" He tried to speak, but no words came. He sank into a chair, covered his face with his hands, and groaned aloud. She ran to him, terrified, and begged him to tell her what had happened. But he only murmured incoherently, It's the devil. The devil has destroyed me." Before evening, the news spread through the village. The police came and he was arrested. At the inquest, he told everything with strange calmness. How he had struggled, how he had fallen, how he had tried to save himself and could not. He said that it was not he, but the devil that had done it. A year later, when the case was over and he had been acquitted on the ground of insanity, he shot himself. His wife remained on the estate with her child. She was gentle and pious and often went to church, where a lamp burned for the repose of her husband's soul. And that was the devil. A story that nudges us to ponder. Is the evil an outside force or something we awaken within ourselves? This is Payal signing off. Keep listening to stories on Kahani Bar. If you enjoy our narrations, please follow, share, and leave a review. It helps us bring more stories to life. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep listening. Take care.